great rabbis of yesteryear. Well, on the 17th of Adar marks the Hilula of a really great Tunisian rabbi. His name was Rabbi Nissim Yarchi Z'tl. He was actually born in English year 1850 and passed away in the year 1928, to be precise, the 9th of March 1928. He was about 78 years of age at the time he would pass away. He was great rabbi and Dayan in Tunisia, a judge. He was a head of Jewish court in Tunis, respectively. I'll be the chief rabbi of the Tunisian community for a period of time, I believe, in towards the end of his life. Let's explore a few of the highlights of the great rabbi's life. Now, it's actually interesting. He would learn under great rabbanim while he was young in Tunisia, including Rabbi Levi, and also, I think, at the time chief rabbi of Tunisia, Rabbi Eliyahu Chai Burjal. Very, very great rabbanim. And I believe this really garnered him like a great reputation as a great Talmid Chacham. And when he was 33 years of age, he was already among the great Tunisian Rabbanim, the great Tunisian scholars, let's just say, in of itself. And he was giving over various different haskamot with regards to great Sefarim at that point in time. He was one of the great rabbis there. Many of the Rabbanim would get, when they were writing Sefarim in of itself, different Torah books, they would ask the great prominent rabbis of the respective country, especially in Tunisia, to actually write it down, like say approval for the book, respectively. And I think at a later stage he was sent by the Tunis rabbis to an area called Mostag Ghanem, I believe it's community, I think, in Algeria, where he would actually then grapple and deal with the kashrut over there in Algeria. Remember, Algeria also was a neighboring country that also had a great Jewish community at that point in time. I think come what the year, Hey Tafresh Ein Bet, he'll be appointed as a Dayan in the Bet Din of the rabbinic of Tunis, respectively. And in Hey Tafresh Pei Aleph, he'll be appointed the head of the Jewish court in the great Bet Din, the large one in of itself, in I think that was a position which was held by Rabbi Moshe Shatrug, if I'm not mistaken, beforehand. He himself happened to be a head of Jewish court in Tunis, respectively, and the chief rabbi, I think he was, of Tunisia in its day, between 1921 to 1927 he was. So it's actually interesting. I think come what Yud Gimel Kislev, Hey Tafresh Peichet, I think that would have been towards the end of 1927, after Rav Shatrug would pass away, Rav Yirchi would be actually appointed the head rabbi over there, which is a position I think he held only for a short period of time, because he passed away, I think, in 1928. And he was really, you see those positions at that point in time, early 1920s especially, there was a very great Jewish community, a great Torah community in Tunisia, respectively. And I believe he would be buried in Tunis at the end when he passed away in 1928. Now, he wrote various different halachic responses, which we are going to explore now with regards to it. I think his response was published in the form of a shut, she'elot and shivot, question and answers. The Mishpat Katuv, I think, connected very much to Rabbi Yisrael Zayton, which, and I think there was other various different rabbis at that point in time, which would actually add within regards to their, let's say, the questions, to various different replies were given from Rabbi Yosef Bukhrich and Rabbi Chaim Khuri. These were great rabbis. I think it was actually printed in Jerba, and I think it was part of Rabbi Khuri's book, the Metzach Hayim, respectively. Another various different questions actually came to him from various different great rabbis, including Rav Yosef Susu HaKohen, who was a very great rabbi of his time. We actually spoke about him on various occasions before. We'll approach him with questions with regards to different rulings which were written. Now, it's actually interesting. He would leave great descendants, including, I believe, his son was Rav David Yirchi, who would be appointed a Dayan of the great judge, great court in Tunisia, respectively. I believe his grandson would become the famous poet called Rabbi David Yirchi. I believe that was that's his name, respectively. He happens to be very, very famous, and much more can be said with regards to him. I think his grandson passed away on the 9th of March, also in 2013, the same English date, I believe, 12 years ago from the time of recording. I think naturally on the 27th of Adar, that would have been on that point in time. So he left great descendants, which we should point out. Also, many of these great rabbanim had a great descendant. So, okay, it's actually interesting. More can be related within regards to the great rabbi. I think other rabbis would actually bring him down inside their books, including Rav Khalfon Moshe HaKohen, another great rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions. I think he brings him down in his book. And another great rabbi, someone of the Chacham of the name, Rab Raphael Min Kohen, I think Malchit Harshish, which was published a while back also. So he passed away on the 9th of March in 1928. We're talking about 97 years ago from the time of recording. It left great, also Pinchas Yarchi was a great rabbi. The rabbi that would take over his position as a chief rabbi of Tunisia was Rab David Chizkiah Jaz. I believe that's how, hope I pronounce his name correctly. He would be the chief rabbi of Tunisia respectively afterwards. And I think he was from a famous family. He would also be the author of the Ner David book. This will be the follow-up to the chief rabbi position, respectively. So, friends, we've already covered in this series approximately 800 great chachamim of yesteryear. We've probably covered around 150 rabbis from Tunisia, which just shows the magnanimous community was and the great rabbis that actually came from Tunisia in of its day. So please don't forget to light candles since memory. We're a community, friends. Please subscribe to the channel over here. If you feel anyone be interested in watching any of these videos, please share the videos to other people also. And wishing you all blessings here from Israel. Take care from the city of Bet Shemesh.